Hello everyone, I thought I'd come on this afternoon and show you a quick tip to help you with colouring using the Stamparatus tool. This is a real helpful tip so that you can colour any image with any medium by just doing this one simple step to your stamping. So when I was preparing to do this card, I wanted to stamp the flower in Night of Navy to match the backing paper, but I wanted to colour it with my stamping blends because I love them. But if you do that, the blue bleeds, so you end up with like a green image. I'll just show you, and then I'll show you the fix. I'm using the big flower from the Love What You Do stamp set. So first of all, I'll show you what not to do. So in fact, if I turn this around this way, I won't waste so much. Right, so I've got my Night of Navy ink and I'm going to ink up my stamp like so, and that's I'll just do another little bit more because it's not quite perfect. That's it, that's perfect. Now, even if I give it a bit of a dry, just give it a bit of a dry, just so I'll do it on that side and it fixes it from being curvy. And then I go in with my, let me show you a bit of scrap card behind. If I go in with my markers, it bleeds the ink. You can see it's not, I've got blue on the end of my pen, and it's not like a true colour yellow, because you see, if I bring it up close, it's sort of bleeding the ink because it's not fixed, and it isn't. If you wanted to stamp just black memento and colour with the blends, you're absolutely fine. But I really wanted to stamp Night of Navy to match my card. So if I just slice that in half quickly. It's the simplest fix, using something that we all have. So if I'm just going to stamp with my Night of Navy on there, stamp my image right in the middle so you can see. Do one more. This time, see, it's a perfect image, but this time I'm just going to wipe the excess blue off my stamp, and then go in with Versamark ink my stamp up. Now, you're always better if you've got, I try and keep one for inking up like messy, and then one I like to keep for like just stamping clear, because sometimes your Versamark can get contaminated with your different colour inks when you're doing this technique. Right, then you just push that over the top, so you can't notice that you've done it. It doesn't make any difference to your image. And then we're going to add some clear embossing powder. Put that back in the pot. And then I'm going to heat emboss it. And what this does is it seals the Night of Navy ink in, so it doesn't matter what I do, whether I watercolour, use markers, I could use this like the stamping blends, you can use anything, because if you can see, I don't think you'll be able to see because I haven't got really good light, but it's given it like a, there you can, it's got like a shiny seal over the top of it. So now I can go in with my markers and happily colour away, and I'll get a perfect coloured image. No bleeding of the blue ink or anything. So it's just something that's like a super quick fix, so that you can colour with any of your favourite medium. Well, I think it is anyway. And I have done a card where I've sort of like done a whole big scene image, and then you can go in and just use like a wash of blue and do like that blue and white china effect over the whole card, because you can literally just do whatever you like, and you're not gonna budge that Night of Navy ink because it's all secure behind that little. Now I can get carried away blending here for ages. These are the very best blending pens I have ever used. They blend perfectly, and because you get two shades of the same colour, and remember, unlike other, like I have Spectrum Noirs and I have Pro Markers, and they've sat in the drawer 4 months because I don't get on. You've got to either find similar colours that match together, but these, you've got your shades, so you've got your you can see you've got your dark areas, you've got your shading, it all blends perfectly. Because they're both the same colour, and then you have got the same decorative papers that match, you've got the same coloured card that matches these pens, the same ink pads that match these pens, because that is the best thing to me about Stampin' Up! Is everything, absolutely everything, down to having perfectly matching ribbon and perfectly matching gems and sticky dots and things like that. Everything matches together, so you get perfectly put together cards. So yeah, that is just my quick tip. This, just adding Versamark over the top of any image, and of course when you're using your stamping tool, you've got everything in place. You've got your magnet holding your card down, so you know you're going to line back up absolutely perfectly your stamped image. So your Versamark's just going to go exactly where you need it, and then I could also then use the background wash stamp and go over the top of it, knowing that again I'm not going to budge any of the ink. So I've gone from a that sort of like messy bluey green mess there to a perfect stamped image that's blended perfectly, and I made it into that card. So that's all, just a super quick technique. Thank you very much for your time. I hope that helps you out, just so that you can enjoy colouring with whatever you please. Thanks again for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up if you find the video helpful, and I'll be back again soon with another technique. Thank you very much. Bye bye.